Oh, wow. Look at the hair going cray-cray. It's so fluffy. I don't know what's going on with the hair. It just do its own thing at this point. The hair does its own thing, isn't that right, Babs? The hair goes... The hair goes... Oh, there it is. I lost my little stand for the phone. Hello, Lorna. I should probably grab the charger for my phone. That might be helpful. There's the light. Yes, today we're gonna play makeup. Don't know what I'm gonna do look-wise though, but nor do I even know what the heck I want to play with. I just want to play. So I guess you, Lorna, and when Joe eventually comes, she can help me figure out what the heck I want. Because I do not know. I want to know. Yes, I'm not sure what I want to do today makeup-wise. I don't know what colours. I don't know. I just know it will most likely just be eyes because my face at the moment hasn't been properly shaved and hair plucked, so I just don't want to deal with doing face makeup and seeing all the nasty texture that happens with facial hair. The joys of having facial hair. Yeah, I don't know what to play with. I don't know what to play with, but I have a Joe. How about?
Hello.
Oh, look, you can see them brows. Oh.
Them brows.
I know, some hair. I'm trying to figure out what the heck I want to put on my eyeball. Because I've got palettes.
You what?
I said I'm just looking at the palettes trying to figure out what I want to play with. I don't know. Mind you, one that I was quite happily impressed by in the sense of just like its ease of use. I really did enjoy this one, the little Fenty Beauty
I like
palette.
mine.
The depth in it is what I really liked. It was very easy to get the depth. I find sometimes some blacks, when you try and pack them over top of other colours, they don't stay black. They go grey or they get muted, while this one at least stayed nice. So might play with that. You know what? Might just play with like palettes and stuff I haven't properly used yet. So
Hey, Lorna.
Maybe. You know what? Stuff it. Let's play around. Let's do a grungy, smoky eyeball.
I'm taking a break because I just had a shower and it about kicked my butt.
I don't think that would be appropriate for this look, but so I'm going to use the little Fenty palette as well as this Green Dose of Colours one that you gave me.
Yay.
And I also might use one of that Natasha Denona single because I'm wanting to do a bit of a grungy, almost neutral look, but it's still colourful.
Hey, I think, is it Pamela? I believe her name is Pamela. I can't remember. Hello. If it's not, I'm sorry.
Hello. Yes, there we go. I got at least the eyeshadows that I want to use and play with figured out.
Are you doing a full face?
No, just my eyeballs. I was saying just before to Lorna, before you came up, I haven't plucked or shaved my face today, so I don't want to bother with the grotty texture of facial hair underneath and poking through, especially with foundation, because I get really small hairs around the cheek area here because I just pluck the facial hair and shave it. They can cause weirdness with the texture. So I just don't bother. Now now I've got the struggle of trying to figure out everything else. I think I'm also going to introduce and play with this one because I haven't played with her for a while, so I might use like the silver in it or something like that as an
I don't even remember the colors in that one.
It's probably my most neutral palette I own, which is funny considering, you know, it is still an all shimmer palette from Pat McGrath, but it is, like I said, my most neutral palette out of my whole collection.
Oh yeah, but it's beautiful.
Yes. All shimmers, all delicious, dazzling shimmers. Love this palette. This was my first more expensive purchase from Pat McGrath. The first one was that little 5-pan palette. Then I got this.
Yeah.
Then after that, I got Celestial Divinity, the beauty that is Celestial Divinity. But I'm not using her today. But I've at least got eyeshadow sorted. I might do like a lipstick, so. And I think, because I haven't used them in a bit, I might actually play around with like some of the purples I have from Jeffrey, the minis. Do like a nice purple to go alongside like this kind of greeny grey.
Yeah.
So get these little bad boys out. So I can at least kind of figure out. Yeah, so I'll probably do like this one.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah. I know I'm not a neutral egg. It's probably going to still be technically colourful compared to what most people would call neutral, as there is going to be. It's going to be a grungy green grey look, so it's not technically neutral because it is colours, but it's just a neutralised grey version of what I do. Sometimes I like doing those really dramatic smoky eyes, but I don't like it when they're just basic neutral colours, so I try and like add colour to the really dark, deep neutral looks.
Yeah.
But
when you do makeup, I can pop down so you're big on the screen.
No, you can stay up. I don't care. I'm about to start now anyway, so you don't have a choice in the matter. Ha ha ha.
Huh.
I can do this. There we go. Look, we're big. Oh, I fall over. Oh no.
What happened?
I just fell over. I lost my balance.
Oh, I just saw woo.
Yeah, pretty much. It was just me losing my balance and going, bye. Don't run away, Lash. Stay in the packaging. Now, I need to prep me eyeball.
Luckily, eating made me feel better.
I'm glad you feel better.
Not great, but better, and that's good.
Mm-hmm. Might need to. Actually, she can just go. Whoop, whoop. There we go. Just making the brightness slightly up further for you. For my ring light. Not ring light, but my light thing. Bloop. Look at the bloop on the eyeball.
Using Star Gem?
Yes. Because this one isn't a like really creamy liquidy concealer and it actually dries down quite nice, it works really well as an eye base.
Oh, good.
And it's close enough to my actual shade that it blends in quite nicely. You just see how much like discoloration and depth I have in my eye area when I blank it out with this.
Yeah.
But that's typical for that area of the eye for most people. Especially when you're like me and just don't get decent sleep at all, ever.
Yeah.
Now, because I think I'm going to start off with like this lighter shade and like rub that all over the Ubblefest. That the all over the lid colour. Now I'm trying to figure out what brush I want to use. I'll use this one. This is my first time actually using Dose of Colours eyeshadow from memory.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've never used them before. I know they're supposed to be pretty decent, so.
Yeah, I liked my palettes quite a bit.
I mean, this blended out pretty quickly, quite nicely as well, so.
I hear the Disney ones aren't as good as the regular palettes, which you would think is backwards.
Yeah. But, yeah, I never
Oh,
understand.
that's mine. I'm so sorry.
What? Oh, no. Yeah, I'm used to it, so I drown it out.
I forget sometimes. Sorry about that, Pamela. I turned it down.
No. It actually gives people a lot of horror when I tell them I actually don't watch TV. I haven't participated in like TV watching in literally like a decade. I don't watch TV. I don't have time for the ads. The only real kind of like TV I watch is like on some of those streaming websites, but very rarely do I do that. It's usually like once in a blue moon, or if I know a certain show that I really like is having a new episode or whatever. Otherwise, I usually am just watching YouTube videos or reading myself.
Yeah. If the shows from the 70s and 80s wasn't on, I wouldn't watch TV, but they're on.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of TV now, the shows that come out now.
Yeah. If anything else, I like watch TVs on box sets. I don't participate in actual like TV watching. That makes sense?
Yeah, I'm watching you do your makeup, sorry.
I'm so sorry. I'm just doing makeup. Makeup.
It's a pretty color on you.
I use this one and then this one. I hear you. I hear you go beep. Yes, I do.
Yeah, Pamela, most of my family started doing that. They only get Netflix and they don't subscribe to TV, the regular cable anymore.
Yeah, I don't even subscribe to like Netflix or whatever. One of the Australian TV channels here has a free streaming website. You just have to watch a couple of ads during the actual thing. So it's kind of like normal TV, but on the go at your leisure, and you can just watch episode after episode. You're not stuck into their like programming. So, I mean, in that sense, yes, I do participate in TV watching, but I don't like actively sit down and like plan for a TV show to come on and sit down at my TV. It's all done on like my phone or my iPad. And even then, very rarely I do that. It's usually only if there's a new episode of a TV show I really like or new season that's just dropped. So I'm more so watching that than anything else. I don't know. I just find a lot of TV shows nowadays, like you said, they're just boring.
Yeah.
Rinse, repeat of very similar ideas from many other TV shows, and a lot of the time the content itself, like this isn't a bash on America, but a lot of our TV here in Australia is becoming very Americanized, and I can't stand it. I don't like American, a lot of the way that American TV shows progress in terms of their story. There's a certain style to American TV and soap opera. I just can't stand it, and it is a bit different to Australian soap opera styles, and I just don't care for it, so I don't watch.
The only thing that comes out now that I watch is like the veterinarian shows, and that's about it.
Yeah.
Well, that's just because I love animals.
Yeah, animals. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't care for the shows. Just I've got much better shit to watch or spend my time doing. Like, I'd rather play some video games that I at least know I'm going to be enjoying the whole time instead of maybe having a TV show where bullshit can happen. And, like, nowadays it almost just seems like it's a popular thing in TV to just keep on adding all of these, like, cliffhangers and shock factors.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to watch a TV show where, like, unless it's specifically like a 2-part episode, I don't care to have like multiple cliffhangers and all these weird things. Like, if I want to have all of that, I would read a book. I'm not here for that type of shit for a TV show.
That's why I like the ones that I watch. The episode is the whole thing. It's the plot, the ending, everything.
Yeah.
And every now and then, some of the ones I watch is like what you're saying. It'll say part 2, but normally the ones I watch don't have a part 2.
Very rarely. I just rather, like I said, watch YouTube or my own thing instead of all that. And plus, like, with all the new modern ways that a lot of TV shows are presented and tackled, I just do not care for them. Like, it just doesn't do anything for me.
Yeah.
I am a sucker for older, like, British TV. I wonder if that's just because of where I grew up and, like, watching a lot of British comedy as a child. I do not have any care for American style comedy a lot of the time. I literally do not find it humorous. Like, I've watched some things where it's like, oh, this isn't a great American comedian, and people around me are like literally crying with laughter, and it doesn't even get me to giggle. Like, and it's not even like I'm just being an asshole. It genuinely doesn't make me laugh, and I don't find it humorous. I don't know. It's just, I'm a weird one.
Well, that don't make you weird. I don't think.
I just don't care for a lot of that bullshit. But
Lorna said she'd rather be doing someone, but she's gonna watch TV instead.
felt that. No, some British TV, Pam, it's the best. I love me Monty Python. Just Rowan Atkinson is an amazing, phenomenal actor. The whole fucking, like I just said, Monty Python peoples. You know, you got John Cleese and all sorts. They're fantastic actors and comedians. But I don't know. Now, I'm going to use this beautiful Natasha Denona shade, and I'm going to put that all over this, like, cut crease area. I just realised I've kind of done a quite drag-ish eye.
I love
like,
it.
shape-wise. Now, I don't know what brush I want to use. Because, like, I know I probably don't even need a flat paddle brush because it's Natasha Denona. It will just stay. You know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to use this little thing. If it doesn't work, then I'll poo-poo on the Natasha Denona, but I'm fairly certain it worked fine. So, yeah, there we go. I knew it would work fine. It's shiny.
Lorna said looking gorgeous.
Thank you. Yeah, even though this is technically neutral, it's still quite colourful. This is very, like, green and grungy, but you're getting there.
I don't really consider that neutral. I know it is more neutral colors, but a smoky eye to me isn't neutral. I mean, I guess you could do neutral colors for a smoky eye, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, well, usually, the neutral is referring to the colour rather than the style, but these colours themselves, a lot of people do consider neutral because it is just, they're not, like, in your face. It's rather just, like, smoky, accentuating the structure. But I consider this colourful because there's a lot of green and stuff going on in it. It's not neutral at all. At least in person, it's not neutral. I don't know how well it reads like that on camera, but it's definitely in person a lot more green and grungy, but I don't care. Have fun.
Hey, Samantha. Pamela wants to know what time it is there.
It is, good question, 1:10 p.m. So it's just past midday. The beautiful people, the beautiful people. Where's the plastic? I don't even know why that came in my head. I've never liked Marilyn Manson. Never was into his music.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
Which is odd considering I like a lot of that style of music. But there it is. I was trying to look for this brush. So I'm going to take the best silver I own, which is this one. Look at it. It's called Sterling. It is a stunning silver. Mind you, this silver confused me when I looked at the ingredients. This silver is the only eyeshadow in this whole palette. Apparently, this silver contains actual gold as well as it contains cocoa.
It has cocoa in it?
It has cocoa in it and gold, like the actual metal gold.
Yeah, but the cocoa don't bother you?
No, because it's the type of product it is. The actual amount used is so little that it doesn't actually cause a reaction.
Oh, good.
Yeah. No. Yes, I am. I am in front by like 14 to 17 hours. I think it is something like that. Depends on what time zone you're in, because I know there is some time zones that are like, I think it's like there's a 4-hour difference between the different time zones that America has.
Yep.
I think. Yeah, so I am in the Thursday currently. Speaking to you from the future.
Mm-hmm.
Mind you, speaking of the future, and stuff that's going on right now in America, Britney Spears has had a whole like thing with the court in discussing her conservatorship, and some more interesting things were being discussed in it, and it's quite sad, her whole story. Apparently, at one point, they just suddenly decided to change her medication that was the same for like 5 years onto lithium for no reason, and it like really fucked her up.
Yeah.
And all sorts of shit. Yeah, it's quite sad reading a lot of the information that's come out about the conservatorship that Britney's been forced to stay within. Abo.
Oh, wow. That one's really bright.
That's why I love this silver, because it just like amps it up. And no, I didn't see it yet, Samantha. I don't even know if it came up in my feed. It should have, but YouTube being rude and changing up how it notifies people. And then they get rid of the bells. It's like, I pressed the bell.
I know.
Making me cry. But I'm going to finger on a little bit more of the Natasha Denona just to get it as foily as possible. Yay. I have the shiny bowl. Shiny eyeball. Uh-oh.
Hey, Cindy.
There's no good mentioning of me. Uh-oh.
I
think I need just a little bit more of this black, and then I'll be done. Now, mate, do I want to do eyeliner? Because the struggle is, because of how curvy it is, I can't actually do like a proper wing, but I can at least like reinforce the black. Samantha asked, do you feel better, Joel?
A little bit right now, Samantha. I finally got to eat some rice today, and I think that gave me some energy. I just took a shower, so my back's sore from doing that, but I feel like I'm on the mend, I think.
Yay.
which I hope so because we're supposed to head out to Hilton Head Saturday. And I want to go.
The poopy body.
Yeah.
Apparently today might not be a wing day because my hands are wanting to be shaky as shit.
Mm.
Be nice.
Thanks, Cindy. Thanks, Samantha.
Wow. A black wing.
Oh, I love it.
Try to do a small one. Keep it a little bit tame for this look. Really do like Pat's eyeliner. Just the actual tip of it itself, even though it's a felt tip, and I'm usually not the biggest fan of a felt tip, it tends to keep a lot of the pigment at the tip, so you can actually use just like the slight edge of the felt
Yeah.
to have the issue. You know how sometimes it will start getting like grey, and yeah, it doesn't do that, which is fantastic. I love it. Yes, I have eyeball. Now I don't know what to do the rest with it. I could do mascara and lashes, but mascara and lashes are like the worst to clean up after. It's like the one step in makeup that I really do truly despise is fucking mascara. Like they can make the look or break the look, but then equally, like I absolutely despise the cleanup process.
Yeah.
But I think this look deserves it. Oh no, Granny, I'm just self-taught. I technically don't use like the MUA as like makeup artist. It's rather more so like makeup artistry. I see my face as like a canvas, and I just do makeup as like a form of art. So for me, it's no different to just drawing on paper. I first learned to do makeup though because my half sister was really into it, and she just didn't have anyone in the family that also was into bright makeup. So I was like, you know what? I've always wanted to play around with makeup, so let's use this as an excuse to learn, and then also use it as a way to help my half sister play with makeup. She's now about to be a proper young adult. She turned 17 this year, so she does a pretty good job. She's got great winged liner skill. It's definitely one thing that she's practiced a ton of is winged liner. But no, otherwise, no, just purely self-taught. Just have fun at home. Nothing fancy schmancy or in particular. I have contemplated and I would like to if I could do it and it was viable financially for me to go and not have to worry about working. I'd like to actually get qualified and go to the school. But at this current point in time in my financial situation, I just can't afford to do that. But it'd be nice. I just try and watch as many professional makeup artists and just borrow tips and tricks that I learn from them as much as possible. And I find a lot of it is just practice, 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 practice. Oh, did I say practice? Not maybe enough. Just a little bit more practice. It's very much is that. I've wasted just whole eyeliner pens just practicing doing winged liner. It's like I always am like stressed out trying to do wings and hoping they work out, but more often than not they usually do, just because of the sheer amounts that I've practiced doing winged liner. And it can be insanely boring just sitting there for hours on end doing liner, wiping it off, winged liner. But I'm able to almost now just like get the pen on my eye, instantly do a wing and draw it out. Like I've just gotten used to the shape. So I just find a lot of it really is just practice, 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 keep on practicing some more. And just always remember that it's just temporary. It doesn't stay on forever. You can wipe it off, and the only way you're going to improve is by practicing. I used to get very frustrated where I like have one day where my wing liner would be great and then another one it sucked. I'm like, what the fuck? And it's like, well, I'm not practicing. I'm just doing it and hoping to God it works instead of actually putting in the time to try and learn actual technique. It's just annoying because you usually do go through a lot of products practicing before you actually get to a place that you feel confident with. Like, I'm still not the most confident with winged liner, but I can for sure 100% say that I'm significantly better at winged liner than I used to be even like a year ago. But so can pretty much everyone else. Like, Jo's gotten so much better at doing her wings. She used to rarely do them. Now she does them quite often.
Especially when I figured out that the best thing for me was use a brush.
Yeah, so I think just ultimately the problem is sometimes we see these really nice curated photos of makeup online and then wonder why ours don't look like that, forgetting the fact that that's probably just like one photo out of literally 200 that was taken for that single shot. And then not that, you're not even factoring in potential retouching in post and the fact that it is a wholly staged photo, and the 99.999% of the time your makeup won't look even the same in the photo that you took of yourself, let alone if you're trying to emulate someone else's look. So I just find ultimately if you try and remind yourself that it's not that serious, and it's almost near on impossible to be able to do your makeup in the way that you see online, because what you see online isn't even fucking real in the first place. Like, even all of my photos, the makeup you see I actually have done. The only thing that I'll do is like color work, or if there's like a freckle that's weirdly popping through and it's causing weird texture issues, I might just Photoshop that out. But other than that, almost everything you see in my photos is just how it is.
Yeah.
But even then, it's not technically a true, real representation of the look, because I've played with the color, I've made sure that I've gotten the angle nice for what I like, and you are only seeing the curated photos that I've put together for the post online. You don't see the other literal 100 that are deleted, not even touched at all. They just aren't what I'm after.
Yeah.
So, and shit, even like super famous makeup artists that literally work with like celebrities, they even have their off days too. I mean, one of the most controversial makeup artists for a celebrity is, funnily enough, Lady Gaga's, purely because Sarah Tanno, who's Lady Gaga's makeup artist, she isn't consistent in terms of like the neatness of the makeup. Sometimes the makeup looks a little bit more grungy, more messy, a bit more like editorial rather than glamorous. There's some moments that just the makeup just didn't look good, but she still equally puts out these phenomenal looks where you see Lady Gaga looking like an actual goddess. So it's like even the top biggest makeup artists still have their moments. Like Priscilla Ono, who's the main makeup artist for Rihanna for Fenty Beauty. She doesn't always do like the 100% best work. And like, so I think it's just we have to kind of get over this thought that, oh, it doesn't look perfect, therefore I suck. It's like, well, technically what you're seeing and what you deem as perfect isn't even real in the first place. So how is that kind of your end goal when your end goal is literally not even obtainable doing things? So I just try and get as close to what I want as possible. And I've actually found that if anything else, it kind of sounds, and it can be, to some people, if you don't understand, it can almost be narcissistic. But I personally find the best advice I give to people when they're trying to learn and to better themselves with makeup is take as many photos of every single step that you do as possible. Because I find cameras will show like the smallest discrepancies in a blend. You will see it on a camera. And I've actually ended up perfecting a lot of my techniques and such by just making sure that it looks better on camera, and in turn it makes it look better in real life, because if it looks flawless on camera, it's going to look just as flawless in real life, because the camera usually will show the harsh reality. So that's the best advice I can give if you want to try and get better with like your blending techniques and placement of things, is literally photograph as much as possible every stage. Even just like doing a sweep of eyeshadow in the lid, like 2 sweeps. Take a photo of that. See if there's any places that haven't touched or blended correctly. I just find doing that, taking your time, and it can be a bit ridiculous. Like there was a point where I'd be so imperfect or so doubting myself that even a look like this would take me 2 hours because I'd just be photographing so much. Yeah, I'm a shaky blind bitch too, Lorna. Lots of breathing, and sometimes I'll just have to literally hold my hand, or I find even resting like my palm on my chin there to do that is one of the easiest things to try and stop the shaking, is to lean on the face. Or like I'll put my elbow on my knee and then my palm on my chin, so it's like 2 points of contact to get really dry. But ultimately I just find that it's oftentimes I actually think grungier, not perfect makeup looks better than like 100% like edited to perfection look. I just find sometimes you almost get this uncanny valley type phenomena. For those who don't know, uncanny valley is a phenomena where you see something that your brain is like, okay, this looks almost real, but there's something slightly off with it, telling you that it's not correct. Oftentimes people experience uncanny valley when they see artificial intelligence or like animatronics in real life, or if they're another one that happened, and it's actually a quite common one in Australia. There is a lot of our self-serve checkouts for grocery stores, they have an automated voice that talks to you. And a lot of people, that actually angers them and makes them uncomfortable because it's trying to like anthropomorphize a machine, and it gives that uncanny valley effect. And I feel sometimes you can actually experience that when looking at some of these like overly perfected looks on online. It almost gives you that this doesn't look like a real person anymore, but it looks real, but there's something off. I feel like that sometimes happens. Yeah, I definitely recommend, Lorna. The best thing, and if you have like your face makeup on, you don't want to mess with it. If you have something like a powder puff like this, put it on like your pinky and your ring finger, almost like that. So you can lean that there and then almost bunch it up. So then you're not messing with the face makeup underneath. You see a lot of beauty YouTubers, especially Nikki Tutorials. She does that a lot with herself. She'll get like a powder puff and will put it on the cheek while doing stuff, because then you're not touching the face. Because even if the face is set and you're not technically disturbing the makeup, the oils on your skin will just break down the makeup anyways. So it's kind of helping with longevity too. Yes, so that eyeball, this eyeball, I don't know what I'm going to do with the other one though. But for now, I'm going to do purple lipstick. See if I can do it without lip lining.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fucking hell. Ooh. Might not use this.
Is it already off?
It even looks weird through the tube. It smells like petrol. I don't even know if you'll be able to see it, but like around the top part on the inside of the plastic, it's like weird. It looks like moisture has gotten inside of it.
Oh.
Maybe not. That's one extra thing to go in there. Let's just pull out the last of them. Because technically all these will be at their 12-month expiry already, past that. Yeah, that one has a little bit of the scent too. It's not as bad, so I might keep that one. Yeah, this one doesn't even have a scent at all, so that one's more fine. What the fuck? I don't even know what that smells like, but it smells like a mixture of candy and sour.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not going to trust it though. It smells a bit questionable. See, that one smells fine.
I don't know.
So I guess that can just go back to whatever nastiness that came from. But give me this. I want this. I know what you are. I'm going to put this on. And I think it'll be you. Will you be the right purple I want? Goodbye, Papagraph with beers. Are you the purple I want? No, you're too light. Asshole. Hello.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the tube just didn't want to close properly for a second. I was fighting with it. There we go. That's the purple I want.
Did you ever have an electrician?
No. So at this point now, if he randomly turns up, I can actually deny access because it's like, well, you actually came outside of the days that I was given by my landlady. So by definition of the law, you still have to now give me another 2 days notice at the very least by law. So I think I'm going to put on a little bit of you first and the purple. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't recommend buying it full price. The balms that Pat McGrath does, but this when I got it relatively cheap, and it does feel nice and makes your lips all fun and sparkly. But the actual flavor and the scent of it reminds me of a literal like a dollar store chapstick that's supposed to be minty. It does not give you like Pat McGrath high-end vibes in any capacity outside of the packaging. But it does make lips feel nice. Like, it doesn't feel luxurious, but they definitely, even with a small coat, they do feel quite moisturized, even after a while. Ah. Papa.
Papa.
Mind you, this one you definitely, if you want precision, you need a lip liner for. Because it goes a bit feathery around the edges.
Mm.
But I love the colour, though. It's one of my favourite lipstick shades. It's like, oh. It's so purple. Bow. I do sometimes get like one of my normal eyeliner brushes, and if you want it to clean up the edges, I will just do this sometimes. Grab a normal liner brush and just sweep over those edges so you kind of smooth out if there's feathering.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, you could probably technically just dip in straight to the tube of lipstick and do like a lip liner as well. And you could actually do it that way if you get a perfect matching lip liner with this lipstick. So I don't know if she makes this shade as an actual lip liner.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know some of the lipsticks she makes, there's a matching lip liner to go with it. This is the Matte Trance in Antidote. Like, I know the almost black purple that I have, which is called Deep Void, that has a matching lip liner. I only know that because they keep putting it on sale on a website.
Mm. Pamela said, looks pretty.
Thank you. Lipstick. Wow. See, I kind of fixed up and evened up those edges a bit with the lip liner brush. Wow.
Looks amazing.
It's a purple. Get me.
Samantha says it's gorgeous. Gorgeous.
Yes. It's one of my favourite colours from her. And I'm going to put this gloss from Jeffree Star over the top of it. Because this will also be going off soon too. But this smells great still. Yeah, this is a 12-month life on it. I don't know how the liquid lipsticks went off quicker than this, considering I've used this more. It don't make much sense.
I don't know. Lorna also said gorgeous. And Cindy said lovely.
A pepper. Speaking of Jeffree, I know neither of us really can or buy it, but apparently Jeffree's filming his next reveal video for the next palette.
Oh, I haven't seen nothing about it.
Yeah, he made a tweet about it yesterday.
Mm.
I don't even follow him, but all I see is bloody discourse about him. And I'm personally of the opinion that if you don't want to support him, stop talking shit about him, because you're just keeping him relevant by talking about him, which kind of defeats the whole purpose of trying to cancel him, which is supposed to be making him irrelevant, but you talking about it literally defeats that purpose. But if you do support him, yay, new makeup for you. If anything else, I just more so, I like to see what he brings out, because even though like he's a shitty person, whatever, you can't deny that he does tend to influence a lot of other brands with what they are going to do. So
I'm just so excited about the Teresa's death thing.
I know with good old Lethal. The unveiling video for it will be very soon. Yes, there's the lips looking all glossy. Whoa. Makes the teeth kind of look yellow all the way. We love it. Actually, no, this lighting, my teeth look white.
Yeah, they look good.
In person, not so much. The lies and deception, but yes, I'm happy with this eyeball. Now I'm either like, do I want to do something with this eyeball? I don't know. 'Tis a struggle.
Since I ain't ate much the last couple of days, these pretzels taste amazing.
Delicious pretzels.
Yeah.
Me and could always, for funsies, just do a quick look put together with my last remaining Jeffree Star eyeshadows in my collection. I doubt I can't even put together a full comprehensive look with what I have left. There's like...
Oh, wow.
Yeah, there's not really like consistent color story. But these are all of my favorite shadows that Jeffree ever made, so... Or at least the ones that I've owned and tried, so... This is my ultimate favorite shadow that Jeffree makes.
And that was in Lust or Jawbreaker?
No, that's Jawbreaker. This is the shade Gumdrop.
That's right.
He did make it as a single, so that is a thing now. Cool. Yeah, you shouldn't have the issue of, well, it depends on which boxes you got. I believe only the large size box comes with the palette. The small one just comes with like normal stuff that is already out, so like lipsticks, the eyeliner.
She got two larges.
Yeah, so from what I saw, it seems to be if you got the large, that's what you're going to get. And from what I've seen, it's pretty much only the new palette is what is in that, because they said it's a unreleased makeup item for one of them, which is that palette. So could actually end up having two of the new Envy palettes.
I wish I could have done the mystery box, but I just, with moving, we have to be careful with monies.
Yeah, I would have liked to as well, but just don't have the money. Highlighter.
Woo. Beautiful.
Put it up here. Shiny eyebrow. Wow. Ow. Smack my own neck. I know these two are a perfect match for each other. So if you ever get this P. Louise base, which is Vivid Violet, it actually matches perfectly with Gumdrop. So you can do
Oh, wow.
Yeah. You're magical. And then if you want extra magic with that, then you can pair it with Oral from Mini Breaker, which is another purpley shadow, but it's just the duochrome. I believe it was Jeffree's first duochrome. This one. Which is another one of my all-time favourite colours from Jeffree.
Yeah.
But I actually have noticed it doesn't swatch as good as it used to now. So it's definitely going off, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
My nose is itchy. Look, pebbles. Look how shiny that is.
Beautiful.
Yeah. They're two of my favourite Jeffree Star colours. This one I've barely even
Good night,
used.
Pamela.
Good night. No, this was one of my last Jeffree Star orders, which was this one from the Mini Controversy palette. Green.
Ain't that Put It Back or something like that?
Yes, this shade is called Put It Back. Look at it, it's so green. I don't even know why they would have axed it in the first place. It's an absolutely phenomenal shade. Like, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. You most likely, like I said, Samantha, you'll just get 2 of the Envy palettes as part of your mystery boxes, which will be fun, because then at least you'll have 2 of them and you can figure out what you do with the second one. Oh, wow.
I feel like I got salt in my eye.
Uh-oh.
I don't know how.
No eye salt.
No.
Don't want no eye salt. You don't want no salt.
I'll be right back.
Okay. No more lipstick. Hello, Emily. My nose is itchy. Take off the eyelash. Go. No more eyelash. Eyelash. Oh, wow.
Ta-da!
Ta-da!
Hey, Emily.
Thank you. Yeah, I don't. This is just whatever the fuck's going on after fading and fading. So this isn't an intentional color. This is just what my hair's become. About now, wake it off. Say goodbye.
Goodbye, makeup.
Goodbye. Well, I don't know about you. I usually will semi-soak the area a little bit first before wiping it.
Yeah.
Takes a lot of it off, though. My inner corner's shiny as hell. It's yucky and chunky. I hate it. When lash glue, mascara, and eyeliner all merge to make one congealed mess along the lash line, and it's absolutely tasty. Ew, I made a farting noise. I pushed on it and like air got trapped and made a farty noise.
If I get as much better as I feel right now every day until Saturday, then I'll feel good enough.
What?
To go on to Hilton Head.
Well, hopefully you do.
Yeah. It sucks when you have a trip planned and you get sick.
The body says no.
The body's stupid.
The body's a hoe. Useless. Useless body. Mind you, I definitely do have to say, since trying and using baby wipes for makeup removing, it's been so much more pleasant of an experience removing.
Oh, that's good.
Because you can actually, like, not be harsh, but actually rub on the skin. And usually when it would start irritating from all the chemicals in the makeup wipe, it doesn't do that. So you can actually, like, properly go along the lash line and actually slowly break down the product there. Because I always get, like, especially right along the edge of the waterline where it meets where the skin of the lower lid is, I always have product that sticks there no matter how much I oil cleanse and such, and I find the only way I can get it off is just repeated scrubbing at the area.
Yeah.
And at least with this, it feels really nice and comfortable because of the chemicals that are inside of it for cleaning. They're not as harsh. So I definitely don't understand why Tammy does so and always says use makeup or baby wipes. It's so much more gentle.
Yeah.
Yay. Look, no more makeup. All gone.
Bye-bye.
All on here.
Yuck.
And that's also what I like about the wipes. You can get rid of really bright, vibrant colours that are usually a lot harder to remove with just like one single wipe. But you can actually do that. Is there anything on this brush? It'll deposit on my face if there is. I think there's like the slightest bit. It's a shame that the brand owner does some dumb shit because I really do like this fluffy like blush brush I got from Henry. Well, I got this from Jeannie, so but a really nice brush.
Yeah, I've heard they're really nice brushes. I don't have any.
Oh, it's so ridiculously soft, and because it's so big, like for reference, this is like a blush brush that I got from Morphe, and you can see just the sheer size difference. And then for other sake of comparison, this is the Star Gem Cosmetics foundation brush, so you can see that it's almost the size of like an actual foundation brush or a powder brush, which is why I like it for blush, because you can just really like pack on a ton of color. And usually I do my blush right in here, so it's kind of like this area almost straight to the side of my eyeball is usually where I put most of my blush and bring it slightly down. And because of the shape of this brush, it just packs it really nicely there without barely having to move or do anything. And I just like a fluffy. Make it wiggle. I like it when brushes do weird wiggle movements. And I keep it on.
Beep, beep, beep.
Always protects the brush. What is?
Beep, beep, beep.
Pretty much always boop, boop, boop.
Yeah.
Boop, boop, boop.
Beep, beep, beep.
Mind you, this one from Morphe is quite soft as well. It just doesn't feel as soft as the other one from Hank and Henry. Like when you're doing this motion, you can kind of feel the bristles stab you a little bit, but it's when you're just stroking, it's very soft and fluffy.
Odin's eye is very soft. Very soft indeed.
Soft, soft. I'm gonna put a little bit of blush on my face because why not?
Well, okay.
What color?
I like the bright one.
Bright one.
The corner.
This one.
Yeah.
That one's shade is Soleil. That's one of my favorite blushes. It's the only one that has some shimmer in it too. So I like it right up here because it gives this really nice, pretty, almost like highlighted up here only look.
Yeah.
But because there's a little bit of colour in it, it also gives you that fun colour. Yes, see,
Beautiful.
to put it on this side, you might be able to see it a bit better on this side because of the angle of my light. Yeah, see, just even bare little tap really does do a lot. Yeah, I don't know why. I just like my blush being further out here. But I find it's just what flatters my face the best is bringing the blush a bit further back. I think it's because like my face shape, in combination, like I cut the face length down by doing my contour shape a bit different, or going with my beards kind of changes a bit of that shape because I do almost like a C shape like that with my contour. So I do that kind of thing. And I think that paired with the blush up here just works better for my face shape. Or at least I feel like it complements my face shape better. But
And that's what matters.
yes. I mean, I'm always constantly trying different techniques and shapes with makeup, so I don't always just stick to what I feel most comfortable with, which I think is the most important thing, trying out different styles of blush and different placements. Now I just want it to be bright as fuck back here. Give me blush. Need to be able to see that I'm blushing all the way back here. See, look at that. Oh. I also, for some odd reason, I see more people doing it, and I actually tend to agree, where they will do almost this level of blush on just bare skin, and it's really flattering just having like this really bright pop of colour on just pure plain bare skin. See, this is the most like natural makeup I do, where it's just pile on blush on top of bare skin and call it a day. Bring it into the eyeball. Now it's highlighting time.
Highlighter.
And I'm going to use the only highlighter that I need. Beautiful. Star Gem.
Oh.
What did you think I was going to pull out?
You said only highlighter. That when I think of that, I think of highlighters.
I mean, this
So
is
I was
one
like,
highlighter.
I was like, what is he gonna get?
I think I'm going to go in with this one. So I've gone in with the shade Daybreak. Don't want that Daybreak highlighter. Oh. Wow, it looks like trippy in combination with this blush. Because the blush has a similar type of pink to the highlighter, but because the blush shifts gold while this highlighter shifts blue, it gets like this interesting combo going on. I don't know how well you can see it, but it's right up there.
Really, but it's pretty.
You're making me cry.
You're making me cry.
See if I can do it on this side. Oh, I don't know if you'll be able to see it as well as I can, but oh, you can kind of see that blue popping through there.
Yeah, I just can't see the gold.
Yeah, the gold's a bit like right along here, and especially on the brow bone at the moment. It's a bit more goldy. Or at least for me it is. But I'll probably just always see it a bit better than what you guys are seeing, just because, you know, you've got to deal with it being on camera. Ow! Oh, that was not pleasant. I just patted this whole paddle brush right onto my eyeball.
Yeah, I saw.
It's okay, that's what I get for talking while trying to do shit at the same time. Yes, in person it looks really pretty because I get this like fun gold pop in the blush. See if I can try and show this angle a bit better.
Oh, that's better.
Yeah, there's a little bit of gold as well as the blue.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Fun. Yes, love this highlighter. It's one of my favorite ones that I have inside of this palette, just because of its tone. You can use it as almost like a blush topper, or just as a blush on its own, because it gets that kind of pink going. But then it's with a very nice complementary, like icy blue. You can even see the shift of that blue.
Yeah. There it is. Yeah.
I love how you can move the pans around, and like the actual angles in the pan change their shape and look different because of the way that the different angles shift and display. Right? Yes, I use this one. Look at that. They're beautiful. They look so fun. Mind you, Lord, I've done some good damage to the pan design on that one. But that's okay.
That means you love it.
Yes, I want to use it and get as much love as possible from this thing. Especially for Stargem's sake. Give them all of the loot. But, yeah, I think that's pretty much all I'm going to do for funsies for this stuff. New setting spray. Delicious setting spray. Now my skin's so blushy and glowy. Like that little blush glow.
I love it.
Oh, do you have any plans for the rest of your day or not?
No, it's 11:05.
Oh my lord, it's almost midnight.
Yeah. Actually getting sleepy.
If you want to, you can head. I've pretty much done now, so I can end live whenever, and you can go try and get some naps. So I can waste some time before Zach gets home from work, because it's currently 2 p.m. So, oh, apparently I feel bad because Tammy just sent some thing saying, "Oh, where's the link for your live?" Yeah, so I'll probably just end now, go do fun adulting while I wait for Zach to get home.
Okay. I love you so much.
I love you so much. Thank you for hanging out with me. And thank you
Thank you for
for
having me.
being co-host on this fun.
Bye,
I
everybody.
try and move, but the body says no movement. Oh. Yes. Love hearts to you all. Have a great rest of your night, rest of your day. I'll see you all
Bye,
later.
everybody.
Bye.